The race for the Heisman Memorial Trophy has just one regular season week left, and after week 13 saw the reemergence of Chase Young. We're counting them down, the top 5 finalists for the Heisman Trophy as we stand through week 13, presented to you, of course, by our friends at Eckrich. This is a list that starts off at number 5 with none other than Clemson quarterback Trevor Lawrence, who after week 8 is the highest graded quarterback in college football. He has 3 straight games of 90-plus grades, a 13-0 touchdown to interception ratio, throwing 0 turnover-worthy passes in that time. He has the Clemson Tigers rolling, garnering serious Heisman talk. A little too late to the game, I think, to get to that point where he's going to actually get first-place votes, but he has the Tigers rolling into the playoff and enters the fold, arguably as the odds-on favorite to win next year's Heisman Trophy, playing like he has been to close out the 2019 season. Number 4 on our list is the guy who will also enter next season as odds-on one of the 2 favorites to win the Heisman, playing as he's been playing. Justin Fields, quarterback at Ohio State, goes 5 of 8 for 93 yards and 2 touchdowns on throws targeted 10 or more yards down the field. He's actually tied currently with Joe Burrow for the highest passing grade in all of college football. He has 2 marquee games left on his schedule to really show up and show out what he can do. Unfortunately, it seems that likely number 2 on our list will steal some first-place votes from Fields, no fault to his own. So next year may be the best year for Fields to win the Heisman, but what we've seen so far in 2019 has been nothing but dominant for Fields, leading the show in Columbus. Number 3 on our list, the guy who leads the entire nation in rushing yards, has 1,152 of those yards after contact, still enough to rank in the top 10 in terms of total rushing yards if we were just going off of that. This past week, though, added 118 yards after the catch being utilized in the passing game for the first time. That would have voted much better for him had he been utilized in the passing game a little bit more to start the season and overall through the course of the year. Likely can't win the Heisman, but this guy deserves all the praise and all the credit to this point. Number 2 on our list, he came back after a 2-game suspension. He missed just about 4 quarters of action and likely what we would have seen from him, but Chase Young up there now, serious contention for the Heisman. This guy, 3 sacks against Penn State in a dominant performance. You saw what happens. They have to scheme around him. He's still winning just about 31% of his pass rushes on the season. He won over 30% against Penn State. He has 17 sacks, a sack in every game he's been on the field, 6 fumbles forced, and he's had multiple pressures in every game except for the Northwestern game, in which he got a sack on the first play, and Northwestern threw 17 passes opposite him and screenplays to avoid Chase Young. He destroys an offensive game plan and is arguably the best player in college football. He just happens to be on the defensive line. Number 1 on our list, this has not changed since week 2. After week 2's performance against Texas, LSU quarterback Joe Burrow tied with Fields for the highest passing grade this season. He has just a ho-hum 23 for 28, 327-yard, 3-touchdown performance. That's just how good he's been this year, that a 300-plus, 3-touchdown performance against Arkansas is just average for Joe Burrow. On passes targeted 10 or more yards down the field this year, the highest graded passer, has more yards, more touchdowns, more big-time throws than any other quarterback in the country. He is truly the pinnacle of college football, and this Heisman Trophy is his to lose as they close out the year with Texas A&M and Georgia in the SEC title game. And that was it, though. That was the top 5 on our list. We have a more full list, top 10 players for the Heisman Trophy, including an offensive tackle over on PFF.com. Check it out, and be sure to go to EckrichFootball.com to sign up for your chance to throw for $1 million.
You want to get rid of me and get back to more great PFF YouTube content? All you have to do is push that button right there and subscribe. Thanks for watching.